Your Buffalo Bills just got a ton of updates on day 2 of mandatory minicamp. Before we get into all these updates, which include some injury updates, some guys who stood out at camp today, and also a position battle that you guys need to know about in this video. But before we get into all of that, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are at 995 subscribers, just 5 away from the glorious 1,000 subscriber milestone, which I've been waiting for literally all 19 years I've been on this planet. So I greatly appreciate it if you guys could get me there quickly. And also, we are building the biggest Bills community on the internet. If you guys are interested in more, make sure to follow my account at NickSmitty3 and send me a DM so you guys can figure out what that is. Let's get straight into the updates when it comes to the Buffalo Bills today. We're starting out earlier this morning. It was announced by Adam Schefter that the Patricia Allen Fund, fueled by Bills quarterback Josh Allen's leadership and over 60,000 donors and Bills fans, announced that in just over 5 years, more than $17 million have now been raised for the hospital, or for the Golisano Children's Hospital of Buffalo. So I absolutely love to see it. When Patricia Allen unfortunately passed away 5 years ago, Josh Allen and the rest of their family made it a mission to create a fund in her name at the Children's Hospital, and has now raised over $17 million, which we absolutely love to see. A good thing coming out of such a tragic situation. But now we're going to be moving on to some more Bills practice updates, and starting off with some of the injury updates. So on Bills Minicamp day 2, the two people who were not in attendance today were linebacker Dorian Williams and fullback Jackson Aker, who's an undrafted free agent. Some guys who were in attendance but not participating were right tackle Spencer Brown and wide receivers Skyler Bell and Tyrell Shavers, as well as Cole Bishop and Dorian Strong. Obviously, Dorian Strong had that neck injury last year. He has not played since. Does not know if his career is going to continue or not. When it comes to Cole Bishop, we got some more clarity on his injury. We're going to get to that in just one moment. And Skyler Bell has a leg wrapped. We will be seeing a picture. But when it comes to Spencer Brown, we do not know what his injury is. Now, this is a Michael Hoy update. We're going to get into that in just a moment. Bills safety Cole Bishop, he finally revealed his injury. He says that he had a scope on his left knee this offseason, something that was lingering but referenced looking forward to getting back on the field for training camp. Hasn't been on the field participating during any portion open to the media this offseason, so Cole Bishop had a little knee scope, should be good to go for training camp. Now, when it comes to Skyler Bell, he did not participate again today. He did come out to the field, got a wrap on his leg, and went back inside with a trainer. When you guys see this wrap on his leg, it looks like it's going to be a hamstring injury for Skyler Bell. But the good news is training camp does not start for another month plus, so he will have plenty time to heal from that injury. But let's get to Michael Hoyt. So Thigh Doctor on X, very reliable when it comes to getting your Bills injury updates. He says good news. He's already here at 7 months post-op. You see how quick he's moving. Has 3 more months of recovery, and his heels are up. Now, room to improve. Spring not all the way there yet. Delay in ground reaction time. But when you look at Michael Hoyt, who tore his Achilles just 7 months ago, he's looking really good on the field already, and he should be good to go for training camp, if not at least week 1 for the Buffalo Bills. But let's get into some more fun updates when it comes to the practice portion of today's video. Now, Matt Beauvais, this is a video from yesterday. He says, was going through video from yesterday and saw this clip of Deon Walker. He's looking lean. I know he mentioned he wanted to play lighter this upcoming season, and it looks like he's well on his way. Now, we will watch this video really quickly for you guys. Turn off the volume. To see Deon Walker, he does look a lot leaner than he looked last season. You guys know he was a big boy last season, weighing over 340 pounds. Looks like he definitely dropped some weight this offseason. And while that could be a concern for some fans, the fact is we have Landon Jackson and Dwayne Carter who bulked up heavily to play the interior defensive line. And we also have Travis Clayton, former offensive lineman, moving to defensive line. If he could be something, Deon Walker dropping weight is only good for him. It will only benefit his play. If you guys are worried about having those big, run-stuffing defensive ends or defensive tackles, Landon Jackson and Dwayne Carter are both bulked up to be those guys now. So I love to see Deon Walker playing lean, and he could be even better this upcoming season in year number 2. But moving on, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was making some plays in practice today. So this tweet from Sal Capaccio. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had back-to-back breakups of Josh Allen passes. First was in a tight window in middle of the field, then made a great athletic play to knock down a deep ball it looked like he was beaten on. And yes, he is loud as every player says. He certainly was after those plays. And additionally, after those 2 back-to-back pass breakups, he got a pick off of Josh Allen. So Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he's an all-pro talent, a Pro Bowl talent. And if he can bring that to this Bills secondary, him paired with Cole Bishop could be very dangerous in this Bills defense. I'm super excited to see that pairing What are your expectations for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? He is a big trash talker and a big personality on that defense. One that I don't think that Sean McDermott would have wanted to bring in, but bring him into this new defense with Jim Leonard running the scheme. I think he's going to be phenomenal in this 3-4 defense. Let me know what you guys think of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in the comments down below. Now moving on, James Cook had a little press conference after practice today, and he said that his one focus this offseason is ball security. He feels like he was not good enough last year, and that I would have to agree. While I'd say that James Cook is the best running back in the NFL, he did deal with some fumble problems last year, including a turnover on a fumble in the divisional round playoff game against the Denver Broncos while we were in the red zone. That cannot happen. If James Cook could get his ball security even better, that he is confirmed the best running back in the NFL. But hopefully he really is working on this, and hopefully it shows this upcoming season, because fumbles have been a big problem for him for his entire career, to be completely honest with you guys. And moving on, what is this headline? Josh Allen and Keon Coleman, who went way up. Let's watch this video real quick, as we'll see Keon Coleman right there on the right side. He's going to be turning inside on this little post route. Josh Allen throws the ball a little high. Keon Coleman makes a phenomenal jumping grab to make that catch. Now, he's going to be in a position battle this offseason for that wide receiver 3 position. And I will be showing you guys a tweet that I put out where I asked you guys what you guys think is going to happen with that wide receiver position battle. But we'll get into that just a little bit later in this video. But look at how high up Keon Coleman gets to catch his football. Absolutely incredible stuff from Keon Coleman. And I know he's trolled a lot, but hopefully he can be that wide receiver 3 for the Buffalo Bills that we all want him to be. Now, next up, Terrell Bernard looks like he's running well. And this tweet, there's not much to it, other than the fact that we need him to be playing well this upcoming season. He was phenomenal 2 years ago, and after that season, he was injured all of last year, coming off a big contract extension. We need Terrell Bernard to get back to that elite level of play that he had 2-3 years ago, because last year was just unacceptable. He was benched for Shaq Thompson for most of the end of the season, just because of how poor his play was. But hopefully, his ankle can stay healthy this year. He can have a big season for the Buffalo Bills. Wishing him the best, especially because Caleb Elam's, or as we went over in yesterday's video, he's looking phenomenal. So Terrell Bernard is going to have to step his game up this upcoming season if he wants to continue to be a starter for this team. Now moving on, the Josh Allen to DJ Moore connection is beginning, if this video wants to load. But this DJ Moore-Josh Allen connection, it is definitely beginning. Now DJ Moore did say that there were some growing pains, but they are working through them every single day. And that hopefully this connection with DJ Moore and Josh Allen can be one of the best in football, because we know a healthy DJ Moore can be a phenomenal receiver in the NFL. And also Josh Allen, literally the best quarterback in the NFL. So hopefully this can work out pretty well. Video finally loaded, thank God. DJ Moore cut to the outside, just looking smooth. Great route running. Really excited to see what DJ Moore can do this upcoming season. And we're going to be discussing DJ Moore further in upcoming videos after mandatory minicamp to see what your guys' expectations are for him. I have a post on my X where I have a bunch of Bills fans already leaving their comments and their expectations for DJ Moore. So make sure to follow my X at Nick73 so that you guys can put in your takes and get included in that DJ Moore segment in an upcoming video. But now we just have a couple of things left in this video. If you guys have made it this far, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's finish this video out. Deion Dawkins and Alec Anderson working together. This is small but very impactful, because you guys know that David Edwards did end up leaving the Bills for the New Orleans Saints because he got a big payday and the Bills could not afford that. Because of that, Alec Anderson is in line to be our starting left guard this upcoming season. He has been a good 6th offensive lineman for the Bills for the last couple of seasons, and now he's going to be looking to get that starting spot at left guard. The Bills did bring in Austin Corbett, who could compete with him for that starting left guard job, but I think that this is Alec Anderson's job to lose, and him working with Deion Dawkins this early in minicamp just further proves that he is the early favorite to win that starting left guard job. With 2 updates left for the Buffalo Bills, or 1 update left and then 1 discussion post that we're going to be getting into really, really quickly that I want you guys to leave your opinions on in the comments of this video. Now, Ed Oliver talked a little bit about T.J. Parker earlier this morning. He says, "Oh, I'll tell you one. I seen him on film the other day chasing a running back, and I said, who the bleep? I mean, who the heck is that matching the running back step for step?" I was like, oh, he's a cheat code. So as the more I start to watch film and, learn my teammates and start to watch them, and, everybody in the league is freaky in their own way. Pause. But he was chasing the running back. I was like, he's really matching the running back step for step. So that's just one of those things. He's just explosive, fast, a young kid. TJ Parker, explosive on the edge, being able to keep up with our running backs. TJ Parker could be a big piece in this defense, finally get that explosive edge rusher off the edge. that we have so desperately been, needing. Von Miller was that guy for us for a whole 10 games before he blew out his knee, and he was never the same after that. But TJ Parker could finally be that explosive edge that we need. Hopefully, he can live up to expectations of that second round draft pick. But the last thing I want to get into was a discussion post that I put out on my X earlier this morning. That was Bills Mafia. Who wins the wide receiver 3 battle this summer? Skyler Bell or Keon Coleman? Now, as you guys see, this tweet right here got 4.5 thousand views and 12 replies. So let's go through some of them real quick. Walter Maselli, he says Keon. Right? Simple. Jarmine_8 on X says probably Skyler, to be honest. A rookie Skyler is probably better than Keon. I still believe in Keon, but what small sample size he's shown to us doesn't make me confident. I kind of have to agree. Right now, I have Skyler Bell leaning towards being our wide receiver 3. Because let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And definitely agree that, honestly, it's Skyler Bell's job to lose because the fact that Keon Coleman's kind of already lost that job, if we're just going to be completely honest. Now, DJ B. Rowe, he says, Coleman in the slot will feed families. An example, Gabe Davis role. He's more suited for the slot and not the outside. Go Bills. Now, if that is the case, if Keon Coleman is going to play in the slot, he's going to be the wide receiver 4 then. Because the wide receiver in the slot is going to be Khalil Shakir all season long. Does not matter what you guys think of Khalil Shakir. He thrives in that slot role. So if Keon Coleman is going to be a slot guy, he's going to be the wide receiver 4, but that's fine. He can be the backup to Khalil Shakir, and I'm happy with that. As long as Keon is good in the slot as a backup, I have no complaints. Moving on. Joe Popley, he says, people are going to be real upset when it's Palmer. And honestly, like I discussed in my video yesterday, Josh Palmer's a good depth piece. If he can win out this wide receiver 3 job, I'm not too mad. Now moving on. Adam, he says Coleman, he's fine as a 3, had the most touchdowns of any wide receiver last year. 600 yards and 46 touchdowns is a great season for him. Doable, he's only going into his 24th year on the planet. I do have to agree that he could definitely be contributing 46 touchdowns, 600 yards. However, will that level of play be good enough to beat out Skyler Bell for those wide receiver 3 snaps? I guess only time will tell. Josiah Clark says Keon is wide receiver 2 right now, and honestly, I don't even know what he's referring to because there's no chance that he is starting over Khalil Shakir, who has been a wide receiver 1, and there's no chance he is starting over DJ Moore because DJ Moore is going to be the best receiver on our team this next upcoming season. So, Josiah Clark, respectfully, what are you talking about? Now, next up, this guy's science score says Keon Coleman is going around 20. I understand. Didn't answer the question. Then we have Garnett Barnsdale. He says Keon. 27 ranks. He says Diggs. Would you guys be interested in that Stephon Diggs reunion? I kind of went over this in my video yesterday, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you interested in a Stephon Diggs reunion? Let me know. Now, Tyler Kirkwood, he says Keon, and Bob Rules 8, he says Keon as well. So, Bills fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this video. Who you guys think will be the wide receiver 3, and also give me your thoughts on all the updates that we got today from day 2 of Bills mandatory minicamp. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.